Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Like, Share, Follow. And this week I have Kylie Jorgensen, who is a marketing coordinator at Chile Marketing Agency here on the Sunshine Coast. How you going, Kylie?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
Look, we just worked out it's been probably about 2 years since you graduated from USC, and you did a minor, didn't you, in social media?
Yeah, in social media. So it's been a lot of fun since then. A lot has changed.
I know. Tell me what happened since I last saw you at USC.
Well, I basically I finished off my degree two years ago now, working at an internship through Queensland Advertising. So I was actually doing some social media for the mayoral ball on the Sunshine Coast. And then shortly after that, I started applying for a lot of jobs on the Sunshine Coast, and I started working at Chile. So that's how I started here, and I've pretty much been there ever since, and it's been a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great. And so what sort of stuff do you do there at Chile?
We are a marketing agency that does a lot of different things, but the majority of my day-to-day definitely involves a lot of social media monitoring. I do a lot of Chile's socials. We had Daniel Morgan Foundation this morning, so I was like chasing around with stories and all that. And then I do a lot of the Facebook advertising, a lot of the, Google management in terms of like organic posting and stuff, and like a lot of copywriting, and just a mix of different things.
Excellent. And so tell me, what has been the best advice that you've been given career-wise? It's been 2 years now, but what are some of the like pearls of wisdom that you've heard?
Wow. Definitely to stick to mine, and you need to be a grow-getter and you need to be a go-getter. So grow-getter in terms of, studying just doesn't stop at uni. You need to be progressively putting yourself out there, looking online and trying to adapt with the digital space, because it's totally changed from, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and it's going to continue to evolve. So definitely be a grow-getter and be a go-getter, and, put yourself out there, and, opportunities don't fall in your lap. And that was definitely one key term thing that I learned was I didn't just sit around and wait for jobs to come to me, particularly Chile. I actually reached out, emailed the company, said, hey, I am a student and I am looking for some work. And that's how I essentially got my foot in the door.
Oh, good on you. And I just wanted to ask you about that. So what do you think set you apart from other graduates in landing the role that you've got there?
Definitely, it would have been work experience. So at the point in my, studies and all that, towards the end of the degree, it actually became apparent that it wasn't a necessity for me to graduate with any sort of internship course or something like that. So I found myself sitting there going, I probably need some work experience and I need to put myself out there. So I reached out to my lecturer at the time, and tutor as well, and she had directed me to Queensland Advertising and the director of PR there, and that's how I was able to put my foot in the door, because Chile actually worked with my director who I was interning with, so it worked out really well, and that's how I essentially stood out from the crowd.
Oh, excellent. And so tell me, what do you think that you learned at university that's actually really helped you since you've been out working, particularly in social?
Definitely embracing change, and resilience is essentially key. So I started university with a architecture degree, and I wanted to be creative, and I wanted to do something that really was like inspiring and something that I can put my mind into creativity mode and strategic mode, but I just found out that wasn't the outlet for me. So then I ended up doing communications. So and then I fell into social media and have just loved it ever since. So that strategy, that creativity that comes with change. I'm not a big advocate for indecision, but I am a big advocate for anyone that is just accepting change within their mind and their life. So definitely embrace it.
And I guess that's why I love social as well, because you have to have that really strategic, analytical mind, but then you also need the creativity, like that they all work together.
Make it engaging and make it fun, but there should be some sort of purpose behind it. And that's the essential way. And with the growth of the industry as well, you know, one thing may work one moment, but the next it doesn't. So you just have to be continually like adapting to everything. And, you know, change is just, it's going to happen, but you just need to, you know, be resilient and go, yep, okay, I'm forthcoming with it. Let's go.
Excellent. And so what are some things you wish you'd learned at university that you've needed now since that you've been out in your career that, you wish you had have known when you first entered?
Well, when I first started at Chile, one skill was definitely Facebook advertising in terms of the back end and business management. So Facebook Blueprint was one of the first things that I jumped on to when I started, and they pointed me in that direction. And so for me, I've used that skill every single day and ever since, you know, for over 2 years now. So definitely jumping on, I mean, Facebook Blueprint, getting that accreditation behind you, it's free. It's all online learning. It's free. I would just recommend definitely, if I had the opportunity to go back and help anyone else, I would definitely say do that.
Yeah, no, thanks. And actually now, like even actually this semester as we're speaking, actually they started on Monday. We now have a course in the major and the degree program for social media, that's social media management, and the students are actually running Facebook ads and doing that sort of stuff now. So I think when you were there, we were still developing that side of things.
Yeah.
So
I was just lucky. I had two awesome bosses that were just like, yeah, we're willing to put you in and we're going to teach you all this. And that was one of the first things that I jumped onto. So it was a pretty incredible opportunity.
Yeah, and even that, like there's a real science behind that, and you have to keep sort of experimenting and shifting and
all the time. I jump in there, something different, and you go, okay, here we go.
And so also tell me, what is a social media thing, like a hack or a new piece of knowledge or a new tool that you've learned in the last 2 weeks that you would like to share? Because as you said, it's always changing. So what's something you've picked up that just recently?
Well, a trend that I've definitely noticed pop up a lot has been the PowerPoint slide styling on Instagram. So a lot of people, navigation-wise and just user experience, you know, people are turning away from scrolling from down, up. And so that swipe now is becoming really popular, that people are adapting that PowerPoint slide. If you've got a long caption, they're actually putting that into PowerPoint slides and you can scroll through on Instagram. So that's definitely one thing that was pretty exciting that I learnt.
Yeah.
But even augmented reality, in terms of like on your Instagram stories, a lot of people now, you can create your own filter. So I've definitely seen a lot of brands start adapting in terms of putting their products into these filters and showing people what it may look like, whether it's a plant or it's something in their house. It could be even clothes, like you could have a fitting room essentially at home and you can try on different things. You may see lipstick filters, like that sort of thing has been huge that I've definitely seen it as a trend.
Yeah, excellent. And what do you think of Facebook Reels? Have you had to play with that yet?
I've had to play with it, and I'm not sold 100%. It is in an awkward spot at the moment. Fine, so I wasn't entirely sure. I've had to play around with it for the last few days. I still tick over to TikTok, and I prefer. I mean, it's the OG of the reels essentially, but I mean, I can see the potential. You know, like any new update, it's going to take time, but I can see why they're trying to stop people from moving off, you know, the platform as well. So
okay. And so, if you could give advice to emerging social media professionals or current students about how to succeed in their career, what would that be?
Number one, work experience. That is absolutely key. You need work experience. And, you know, start in your second, even your first year if you can, but just start building that portfolio and setting yourself apart, because there are so many other students, hundreds of thousands around the country, and you really need to, you know, if you want to put your foot in the door, definitely that. And don't wait for opportunities to come to you, because, you know, like I said, Chile I didn't know there was positions available here until I had reached out and was directed into this pathway. So honestly, definitely get an internship, work experience, work hard, and put yourself out there, network, And yeah, definitely just don't wait for opportunities to fall.
No, I totally agree. I mean, we have students now who already have clients, and so they're working freelance while they're still studying in their social media degree. So
yeah, and you just definitely need that. It's like we don't stop studying, especially here at Chile. We do a lot of we're one of the only agencies on the coast that are supported by Digital Marketer. It's this US-based company, and we do studies every single month. And there's so much content out there that you just need to keep on learning.
I totally, and it changes, as I said, like it's just the constant change means you have to.
So. It's exciting though. It's not a chore. It's exciting, and it's so fun. Like, and when you can apply something new to, working with clients and all that, it's just that value add that, just keeps on giving, and it's so much fun. I love this industry, and I love everything about it.
Yeah, me too. And so finally, and the most important question of our whole session is, who do you like, share, and follow?
I particularly love Gary V. Gary V is one of my favorite social media. He's an entrepreneur. He's awesome. He's got a lot of great content, a lot of great tips. And another lady, she's down in Melbourne, and her name's Sarah Holloway. And she has a podcast, and it's all about, the funtrepreneur and how to seize your yay and every day. And it's awesome.
Excellent. Okay, and I think everyone's heard of Gary Vee, but maybe like when we post, if you could tag their profiles or something in the comments, then other people.
Yeah, absolutely. I certainly will.
Awesome. And do you have any final words for people watching?
Well, just enjoy this this time of COVID, I would say, experimenting and all that. It's kind of funny because I've been doing a bit of research and just like looking at the news and trends, and they're saying social media experts and specialists and all that are actually going to reap the benefits of COVID, because there's a lot of business owners out there who've pulled up their sleeves and started, taking on social media as a way of, branding and awareness for them. So put yourself out there, take opportunities, seize them, and just do your best. Honestly, be yourself, human to human. Just do your best.
Yeah, and that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about relationships and building connections with people at the end of the day.
Take away the brand, take away Chile. They're connecting with you, and they're connecting with, say, Kylie. I am Kylie. I do work at Chile, but I am Kylie, and you are Karen. And I'm just here to help you, and you're here to help me. That's sort of that human to human, take away everything else. That's the bare bones of it all.
Yeah, absolutely. What a nice note to finish on. So thanks so much, Kylie. And before we go, we had Diana Nguyen said howdy, and Madison Aegis said, killing it, Kylie. Love it. Awesome. So thank you, Diana and Madison. Great. So, next week we have Phoebe Thomas, who's the digital and content specialist at Tourism Noosa. So we're keeping it very sunny coast based at the moment. So thanks so much, and I'll see everyone next week. Thanks.
Thank you.